Like this, when schools are closed or kids are sent home for remote learning, there's one problem many might run into. No food in the house, nothing to eat.
I think families are having to decide whether they are going to pay their electric bill or pay for their students to eat meals.
Yeah, she's not far off base there. And as we have been reporting, things are getting just more and more expensive. It's why we see numbers like this right here. It shows 1 in 6 children struggle with not getting enough to eat here in the state of North Carolina. State says more than 900,000 students rely on those school meals for nutrition. One reason is 28% who face food insecurity don't qualify for SNAP benefits because they fall above the poverty threshold. And while food insecurity impacts people all over the nation, here in North Carolina, there's a real racial divide with this. 26% of black households and 22% of Latino households are facing food insecurity. That's more than double that of white households statewide, which sits at around 10%. And this is where the unsung heroes of the lunchroom come in. During this Black History Month, we are highlighting unsung heroes who show up to work every day, not for recognition or for big paychecks, but because it's their job and they want to help build community. As WBTV's Dedrick Russell found, one of those committed workers can be found at Sterling Elementary, and it's tonight's cover story.
The year was 1989. That's when Jackie Walker started working with Charlotte-Mecklenburg school cafeterias.
I came in as a salad person, a salad prep. So we had salad bars back then. We don't have them anymore.
Walker stayed in the cafeteria, and 36 years later, she is now in charge of the lunchroom at Sterling Elementary. Why did you decide this profession?
Because I love to cook and I love kids. And so it just combined both things that I'm passionate about into one single job.
This worker arrives at the school at 6:30 each morning. She makes sure the equipment works and staff has everything they need so breakfast and lunch are in place for students. This is an important assignment.
A hungry child is not going to learn in the classroom, and it also teaches them nutrition. They get to choose, which vegetables or fruits, which entree they want to eat. So it ties in with that because they have to have healthy bodies and healthy minds.
But for some students, that's a struggle. 95% of the students here are on free and reduced lunch.
Sometimes I have the teacher say that this child is still hungry, or the child will come up to the line, and say, "Can I please have something else? I'm still hungry."
How does that make you feel?
It makes me feel sad, but at the same time, we do try to offer them an extra vegetable or an extra fruit to try to, compensate for them still being hungry.
This is a job Walker believes she was born to do.
And I'm a giver and a servant, so I don't mind serving.
Giving and serving is what she learned from her mother as she saw her work 2 jobs.
She used to take us with her on one of her night jobs. She used to clean offices, so I think it kind of stuck around middle school. My husband says that I'm a workaholic. I love what I do, so I spend a lot of late days here, making sure that my paperwork is getting done and that I'm ordering the food. And just anything I can do to help out to make my job easier.
During this Black History Month, we celebrate African Americans like Walker who show up for work every day. While showing up for work, she remembers the time when it was a challenge to do her job because of the color of her skin. She remembers when she became a manager, she got pushback from another cafeteria worker.
I didn't like it because, we have to go through training in order to become a manager, and then that was one of the obstacles, that I had encountered at probably my second school that I had.
She confronted that person.
Once I said what I said to that employee, they just fell in line.
She overcame and didn't let that distraction get in the way of her job, serving students. How long are you gonna keep this up?
I'm not sure yet. I'm just gonna see where it takes me.
At Sterling Elementary, Dedrick Russell, WBTV, on your side tonight.
One of those unsung heroes in our community. Dedrick, thank you.